Welcome to day 17 of Strength 30 Days of Tai Chi. Today's session is called Flow with the Seasons. So today's session is inspired by the natural rhythms and changes inherent in the cycle of the seasons. So just as nature flows seamlessly from season to season, we too can learn to move harmoniously through the changes in our lives. And so today I'm going to be using some Tai Chi balls, which are about 2 pounds. I think they're about 1.5 to 2 pounds each. You can always use dumbbells, you can use wrist weights, soup cans, or even wooden spoons from your kitchen. So feel free to use whatever weights you like, or you can just go with empty hands and just do the flow as usual. So find a place where you can do some mindful movement. So as always, don't worry about getting the movements perfect. Just follow along the best you can. I'll be your mirror image. You can have a seat at any time. And once again, I'll be using these Tai Chi balls. They're about the size of a softball, actually, and they're about 1.5 to 2 pounds. You can always start off with something really light, and you can place the weights down at any time, but use whatever you like, or you can go with empty hands. So we'll begin with the feet together or as close as you can. The weights are just down by the sides. And just taking a few deep breaths in and out. As you breathe in, the belly expands. As you breathe out, the belly returns toward the spine, abdominal breathing. Breathing in and breathing out, arriving in the body. Just coming into the here and now. And then on the next inhale, you can hold the breath at the top just for a moment. Then let it out with a big sigh, just letting out tension and stress. And then from here, both weights float up. They circle in front as if you're gathering in energy, bring it into the heart, and then send it down towards the earth, sinking the chi. Breathing in and breathing out. And if you're holding any weight, make sure the grip is not too tight, not too loose. One more time, sink the chi. And then step one foot out to the side, either foot. The weights float up in front to about shoulder height, and the weights float down. Breathing in, rising up. Breathing out, letting go. Like your arms are resting on a wave in the ocean. One more time, opening the door. The tide rolls in, the tide rolls out. And then from here, the weights float up in front, shift your weight over to one side, draw the weights in towards the heart, step in, and then step out to the corner as you push forwards in space. Breathing in, shift back, breathing out, pushing the mountain. Nice and easy, nice and slow. All right, one more time, pushing the mountain. This time, draw the weights in towards the heart. Then as you shift forward, the weights cross down low, crossing the wrists. They float up, they open, circling out and around, and then back down low, the princess in the valley. So crossing the wrists, rising up and open. All right, one more time. And then step the front foot back in, the weights come back in towards the heart. Shift the weight as you step in, and then step out to the other corner, pushing the mountain. Just taking your time, bringing mindfulness to the body. All right, one more time, pushing the mountain. This time, draw the weights in towards the heart, and as you shift forward, the weights cross down low. Then as you rise up, shifting back, open, circling out and around, back down low. The princess in the valley. Breathing in, breathing out, or taking as many breaths as you need. One more time. And then step the front foot back in, hugging the tree, and soften. From here, both weights drift over to the side, floating down, and then just drifting side to side, like tall grass in the breeze. Nice, gentle sway. And then shift all your weight over to one side, tap the heel right out in front. Bring it back in. Other side, shift the weight, tap the heel. This time, tap the heel, the weight comes right over the foot. Other side, Tap the heel, weight comes over the foot. All right, this time weight comes over the foot, other weight in front of the heart, playing the pipa, the Chinese guitar. Other side, tap the heel, weights come out in front. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time, play the pipa. And then step in and hug the tree, step one foot out a little bit wider. And then from here, the weights dip down towards the earth as you soften down. Then they come forward, all the way up and over, and then down in front of the body. Digging in the garden. Breathing in, rising up. Breathing out, coming down the center, one more time. Digging in the garden. You don't have to go very low. And then reverse direction, the weights float up, they scoop out and down, and then coming up in front of the body as we harvest from the garden. All right, one more time. And then from here, rounding out in front, hugging the tree, stepping one foot in a little bit closer. From here, the weights open up wide. This one here drops down and drifts over to the other side. The weights switch positions, and they float across like clouds in the sky. The weights switch again, wave hands like clouds. Drifting across, nice and slow. And remember, you can place the weights down at any time. Just being kind to yourself, please. All right, now this time the top weight makes a hook. Bottom weight comes up, bottom weight floats across the horizon, palm turns out. Circle it around again, single whip. You can hold the weight straight out if that feels better on your shoulder. This time you can step in if you like too. And then step out as the weight floats across. One more time, single whip. And then release the hook. The weight floats over, wave hands like clouds. Take your time, stepping in, drifting across. Breathing. Letting go. This time the top weight makes a hook, bottom weight comes up, floats across, palm turns out, circle it around again, single whip. And you can always hold the weight straight out, depending on how it feels for you. This time, if you like, you can step in and then step out. You can always soften the arm too, holding the weight. One more time, single whip. And then release the hook. The weight floats over, stepping in, drifting across, letting go. All right, one more time. This time, both weights float down, just drifting side to side, giving your arms a little break. You can do this at any point during the flow, during any session. And then shift all your weight over to one side, tap the toes right out in front. Bring them back in, shift the weight, other side, tap the toes. This time, tap the toes, the opposite weight dips down into the sea, hinging from the hips. Coming back up, other side, the needle at the sea bottom. Tapping down the toes, opposite weight comes down, keeping the spine long. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time, the needle at the sea bottom. And then step in and hug the tree. Step the other foot in, step right out to the corner, and as you step out, the weight's open. Then as you shift the weight back, the wrists cross, hinging from the hips, the weights float out to the sides. Crossing the wrists as you shift forward and open, the butterfly. Shifting back, crossing the wrists, keeping the spine long once again. And then coming forward. One more time, the butterfly. Take a bow, spread the wings. And then step the front foot back in, hugging the tree. Step the other foot in, and then step out to the corner. The weight's open to the sides. Then shift the weight back, cross the wrists, hinge from the hips, spread the wings. The wrists cross as you bend the front knee, shift forward and open. Take a bow, flutter the wings. All right, one more time, the butterfly. Shifting back, straightening the front knee, or you can keep a slight bend, coming forward and open. And then step the front foot back in, hugging the tree. From here, the weight's open wide, then they drift towards each other and then down. Sinking the chi. Breathing in, gather. Breathing out, directing down. Nice and easy, nice and slow. One more time, sink the chi. Then from here, you can place your weights down, but really be mindful of that exact moment when full becomes empty. Just feeling that contrast. And coming back to center, feeling the sensations. And then both hands together, sink the chi. Breathing in, gather. Breathing out, directing down. Feeling into the body. Feel the flow. This time the arms float all the way up and over, just as much as you can. The hands float down as you soften. And circle the hands in front. Gather in the energy to bring into the heart. And then down. One more time, opening the heart. Rising up. Softening down. This time making a diamond shape with the hands in front of the heart. Press out. Sending out all your loving kindness to the world. May all beings be free from suffering. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they live with ease. Then turning your palms to face yourself, the hands come to the heart. May I be kind to myself. May I feel connected with all beings. May I love myself just as I am. The hands can float down to the lower abdomen. You can step your feet together or as close as you can. You can close your eyes or keep a soft gaze, letting your body rock and sway like bamboo in the wind. Feeling into the body, feeling into the breath, and then feeling into the heart, creating an inner smile, expressing gratitude to yourself for being here today. And if your eyes are closed, you can slowly open them. The hands can come together in front of the heart. We can finish with a bow. Thank you for joining me for today's Tai Chi Flow. Stick around for a few more moments for your poem of the day. Today's poem is called The Dance of Seasons. Like the seasons, we transform. In every shift, we find our form. With each breath, embrace the flow as we gracefully let go. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Please click the link right here to go to your strength training video of the day that's associated with today's class, and I'll see you over there.